Hey, what's going on, guys? This is your boy C Will back to you with another video. Super excited today. Why? Because we have the Sony Post 3D wireless headphones. Yes, these things are amazing. But before we get into that, if this is your first time here, welcome. Here we do everything tech, all things tech, whatever it is, we like to do it. And if you are a returning viewer, I appreciate you the most because you keep everything going. So without further ado, let's get started. So the Sony Post 3D wireless headphones, I've had these for a while now. Definitely been testing them out, and they have been absolutely amazing. One of the biggest things that I probably love about these, just right off the bat, is the 3D audio, the spatial audio that's included in the PlayStation 5. Now, these are not the only headphones where you could be able to get that experience. I believe if you want to get the best experience, this is probably the cheapest way to go. These are 99 bucks. I actually picked these up from Walmart, but you can pretty much find these anywhere. I'll put the link in the description below if you want to pick these up from Amazon. You definitely can. If you hit the link and you buy anything, that actually helps out the channel. Also, if you're still trying to get a PlayStation 5, then definitely you can see the now in stock link below. You can definitely, fight for it pretty much online, and it's definitely going to be a fight because these things are still out of stock, along with a lot of tech, throughout these days. And so, yes, we had a Sony wireless headphones. Another thing that we're going to go over today is the actual PS5 media remote. I haven't used this yet, so during the video today, we're definitely going to check this out towards the end of the video. So if you want to see that, you can definitely check this out. So what comes in the box? Obviously the actual headphones. You actually get I think this is a 5-foot USB-A to USB-C actual cable. So that's pretty long. It's a charging cable for the headphones. Same cable that you get with the actual charging cable for the actual DualSense controller, the same cable. You get the same one for the actual headphones. You also get a USB dongle here. The actual wireless connectivity that the headphones use is the 2.4 wireless connection. So pretty much zero latency, no issues with connecting, and this actually works out pretty dope. You can actually plug this in on the front of the actual PS5 or on the back. I actually put it on the back, so just in case if the kids playing, which I hope they actually never play in this room, but if the kids playing or you got pets or anything like that, you don't want them to rub up against the front of the PlayStation 5 and then this breaks off. And then you also have something a little bit of nostalgia. You also have a 3.5mm headphone jack. So with the 3.5mm headphone jack, you can actually plug it into the DualSense controller, and you can still be able to actually use the headphones even if they go dead. And so let's talk about some of the features on the headphones. So as you can see here, the actual cups are they're very soft, and I will say they are definitely super comfortable. I will tell you though, these caverns are circular, and so your ears are really not made like this. And so if you have larger ears, these may not be so comfortable. But for me, I guess I have pretty medium-sized ears, I guess you could say. So these actually feel comfortable. The actual headband is auto-adjustable, so depending on your actual head and the height and stuff like that, this actually moves up and down. It's like a rubber silicone. These are definitely not leather, but they feel good though. I can tell you just from a look standpoint though, this definitely matches the aesthetic from the actual PlayStation 5 with the actual colors and everything. And it's not, again, I said this, if you haven't seen my PlayStation review video, definitely make sure I put that up in the corner and definitely put the link in the description below. But this is not white. This is kind of like a really light gray. And so a lot of times people don't really understand that, but just so you can see some of the controls here. Up here at the top, you have a game and chat switch where you can be able to listen to each one. You have a monitor switch where you can actually be able to switch this off and on, where you can be able to listen to yourself talk while you're in chat. This actually works out pretty great. I have that switched on. You have the actual volume rocker rocker here. You can be able to do this up and down. And then you have the mute switch. And it's pretty cool because it kind of turns orange, where you can be able to know if you have yourself muted or not. You have your USB-C charging port, and then you have your 3.5mm headphone jack port. And so that is definitely pretty cool. One of the things here on the back here on the bottom, you actually have the power switch. And when you switch this on, you actually get a LED indicator light. So when it's blue, you know, things are connected and everything is good. You will also get a sound to let you know that these are turned on. When you plug this dongle into the PlayStation 5 and you hit the switch on the headphones, you can be able to hear it. All right, now when I hit the switch, and you actually hear this on the inside, and it connects. And so now, once it's connected, you see the actual the white LED light there. So let me just show you what happens when you change some of the actual volume rockers and stuff like that, and see how it looks on the screen. So now that I'm hitting the actual volume rocker, you can actually see the volume go up and down and let you know. You can turn it all the way up just from the actual controller here, and you can turn it down and you can put it all the way to mute. Now, obviously, if you have it turned all the way up, and if you hit the actual mute button, it automatically mutes the mic itself, and you can unmute it, you can mute, whichever works best for you. So yeah, it definitely works pretty cool. Another thing that you can do too is actually here in the settings, you could go down here to sound. You could go to microphone, and you can actually, you know, your input device is automatically checked. It's based off of the USB headset. You could adjust the microphone level if you wanted to. So like right now, as I put this close to my mouth, it tests out the actual microphones and all that good stuff. You can go to audio output. It's automatically going to have the USB headset. Inside the PlayStation 5, this is automatically switched to switch output device automatically. If you go down here to headphones, you can do all audio, or you can do just chat audio only, depending on your preference. Enable 3D audio. This is automatically done out of the box, but you can actually go in here and you can adjust it. And you can actually be able to change the sounds based off of what you want to hear. Now, some of the features that I definitely want to talk to you about is one, obviously these feel pretty good on the head. I've actually worn these for hours. Didn't have any, you know, no sweating on the ears. This wasn't heavy on the head. It's super light. It's actually pretty good for a headset for 99 bucks. Now, granted, these are not for audiophiles. So the sound is amazing on these. These are not for audiophiles. If you definitely want, if you're going to be using these just for gaming, these are perfect for 99 bucks. You can actually also hook these up to a PC using the actual USB dongle. Plug it into the PC, it automatically connects within about 5 to 6 seconds. Once it connects, you can actually be able to use the built-in microphones that's put in these. And speaking of microphones, this comes with 2 microphones, one for noise canceling and the other one for picking up the actual audio from your voice. And it works pretty good. It's not great as far as the actual sound quality, especially, I tried this using this on my PC when I was streaming some Call of Duty from, my RTX 3080, and the audio sounds okay. It's good enough for being able to get through like a streaming session and stuff like that, but it's not the greatest. If you want to really get, mic audio, then you definitely use your separate mic. But again, these are not made for audiophiles because I know a lot of times people are like, oh, I need a headset that can do everything. Well, these can't do everything, but it does one thing great, and that is for gaming on the PlayStation 5. I actually have another pair of headphones that I bought not too long ago, and these are the Sony XM4s. Now, these are absolutely amazing when it comes to noise cancellation. The audio that comes out of these are great. I actually did a video on these, so if you want to check that out, definitely you could be able to hit one of the cards up in the top of the left hand corner. You can be able to check out the review on these, but these are great. I also put a link in the description below if you want to check these out. But yes, so these feel great. They sound pretty good. Especially when you're using the PS5 feature, which is the 3D audio. It's the Tempest engine, and it's proprietary to Sony, and they have this built into the PlayStation 5 and what it allows you to do. So especially when you're playing games like Spider-Man, Miles Morales, and standing in the middle of New York while you're swinging through the actual buildings and hearing all of the sounds and everything. It uses the positional audio to be able to bring those things, and it definitely puts you in it immerses you into the actual game, and it's amazing. Returnal, which is a great game. Man, with the DualSense controller and feeling the actual raindrops that's happening, feeling the environment around you, hearing the environment around you, the actual action that's happening in the game. This is an awesome game to be able to play. And then we also have Demon Souls. Now, let me tell you something about Demon Souls. The audio that comes out of this game is amazing. It's a hard game if you haven't played it, but you can die very easily. But it's just the sound. It actually takes you and puts you into the game. And so when you have, and these are the games that I know that actually uses the 3D audio, Demon Souls, Spider-Man, and Returnal. You could definitely be able to take advantage of, the spatial audio, the 3D audio and stuff like that with these headphones. Now, these headphones are not the only headphones that can actually use 3D audio. Got to do some more testing, between the XM4s and these, but I bought this specifically for my PlayStation 5 and these work great. And so, yeah. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. Do I think these are worth it for the PlayStation 5? Absolutely. It's 99 bucks if you get a PlayStation 5 for yourself or for your kid or for somebody that you know and they just need something to be able to chat while they're playing Call of Duty, or they need to be able to hear. These are great for nighttime, so you don't have to disturb anybody, but these are awesome, and they're wireless. And which is something that, a lot of headsets are wired and stuff like that. And the fact that you can be able to use this for the PlayStation 5 and PC actually is a plus. So definitely let me know what you think down in the comments below, whether or not you even have a PlayStation 5, still trying to get one. If you're having a hard time, or if you were able to get one and you were trying to figure out whether or not, you need an actual headset, these are great. Now, if you already have a headset, I don't think these will be worth it to be able to pick up, if you already have a headset, unless you're just looking for something wireless and you're looking for something that's more on a budget friendly side, then I say, hey, go for it. Another thing I definitely want to check out today, and I talked about this at the beginning of the video, was definitely the PS5 remote. This is another accessory that I bought that I have not used yet. I actually waited just for you all to be able to use this, but I don't think I really needed this. But sometimes, this is the only thing that you can be able to use as far as navigation on the PlayStation 5. So I actually watch, YouTube, Netflix, Disney Plus. I actually use my PlayStation 5 for that stuff sometimes. It's also built into my smart TV. And by the way, this is the LG 65CX. The review is coming on this TV. It's an OLED and it's absolutely amazing. Even in 2021, this TV came out last year, but even in 2021, it's still absolutely worth it. But if we're checking out the actual PS5 media remote, I'm a tech junkie. So a lot of stuff we really don't need. But I just figured that I would probably just test this out, right? And now I will tell you, they're small, but I'll tell you, on the front, you have your dedicated buttons, one for Netflix, Spotify, Disney Plus, and YouTube. So that's pretty great. You actually have your pause button, play button, rewind, fast forward, your menu, going back, and then your actual controls that you can use. It has a mute button, a button for the TV, and it actually has a mic button. So that's interesting. Then you have your volume up and down, and you actually have a PlayStation. So the PlayStation is that symbol is actually a button that we have here. So you have your manual that comes in here, and then they give you AA batteries, so you need 2. So that's pretty cool, and they're made by Sony, if you would like to know. So with these, let's just pop these in and see what the remote allows us to do. All right, so once you have the actual remote in, you gotta go up here to settings. You have to go down here to accessories, and then you go down here to media remote. You click on setup media remote. Then now what we have to do is we actually have to pair it. So what we're going to do is it says set up your media remote, use it as a TV remote as well as a controller for your PlayStation 5. Press the X on the controller to continue. All right, we're going to press the X. So now what we have to do is hold down the down the 3 lines here and also the PlayStation button here. Boom. We are connected. So it says your media remote was successfully paired. You can now use it to control your PlayStation 5. Next, set up your media remote to use it as your TV remote. But we're going to go to next, check your TV. Well, I'll tell you what, let's go ahead, and since we want to, it's asking us to do it. I have an LG. So it wants me to, let me turn off the audio from the headphones here so you can hear this. All right, so your media remote will begin switching its TV remote settings every few seconds. Hold down the actual TV volume plus button and release it when the volume starts to increase. So let's try this. All right, so you saw that change the volume. So it's working. And so now I can turn the volume down on my TV. It says you're all set. Control your media playback both in full screen and picture-in-picture mode. So I could go to media home and I could be able to control these. And so this is pretty dope. And so yes, you know, if my controller was charged and stuff like that and I still wanted to look at, you know, media and stuff like that, I can let my controller charge and I can actually use the media remote. So yes, I would say that it actually is a pretty good deal. So I actually got this for like 30 bucks, I believe, which is the price, and I actually think it is worth it. All right, so in conclusion, yes, these accessories are definitely worth it. Definitely make sure that you hit the links in the description below for any of the Amazon items that you may see, some of the items that you may have seen in the video today, the actual remote, the headphones, stuff like that. It all helps out the channel. If you want to see more content like this, more tech stuff, more PS5 stuff, definitely make sure that you hit like, hit subscribe, hit the bell so you receive all my notifications. And man, let YouTube know that you like to see more of me. That definitely helps out the channel. Hey, I appreciate you all, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.